Okay guys, it's Anthony here, Super D Service. I have got Ryan's truck here. It is a 04, came from Salina, Kansas. We are going to, I'm gonna do a cold start here and start some diag on it. Okay, we got 175,000 miles. It is out of fuel. I'm gonna put some fuel in this thing. Well, let me get some screens set up and let's get started. Okay, not sure if we, might have an issue with cam sensor, harness, output circuit open. That is not from a long crank. So we'll see. Got glow plugs, oil pressure switch failure. Let's see, oil pressure switch failure and keep alive memory, glow plug 2. All right, I got those. I'm gonna go ahead and erase all those and start all over, and let's get the data logger open. Okay, as of right now, key on, engine off, the code's cleared. Okay, ICP volts is okay, EVP volts is okay. Here we go, let's kick it back off and let's see what the pick'em does. Appears to be holding pretty good. This will be a cold start. It is 50 degrees. So let's go ahead and fire this thing up, and we will watch this pick'em, see what it does at crank up, and then I'll quick right over to the power balance. Fired up good. ICP seems alright. Out of freaking fuel. Alright, this is compensation right here. Cylinder number 6. Wow, look at that. 5, 6, and 7. Mainly 5 and 6. 7 and 2 looking a little. Let's keep this back off and let it run a little bit. Cold starts fairly well. They're not, the injectors aren't trash, but they definitely could be better. Number 6 dropping. 6 and 5. 6 probably been bad for a while. Now it's starting to wearing out. Number 5. Yeah, look, 5. 6 is picking back up, and now 5's dropped. Alright, let me pull this inside. Okay, as of right now, I got compensation shut off. It's got let's see, it's got a little bit of temperature to it. It's at 91 degrees. And injectors, oh, let's shut off idle. Six, still showing just a hair low. So is number 2 over there, you see it? And 5, it's just, but we let that run for a minute and then we'll look. He's got the wrong oil filter cap. He does have a DC power on it without the cable. Probably, I mentioned that to him. We need to go ahead and call Ed and get the cable for it. Doesn't have a ground strap on it. No ground strap, but we need a cable assembly for it. I'm pretty much probably going to shut it off here in a minute and go ahead and, well, we'll find out if he wants an oil change first, because I really don't want to diag with that freaking oil filter on. Let's see. I gotta shut the truck off, but I really don't want to do this yet. Let me let it warm up, get a little temperature. I got the cold start on, so yeah, I'll be right back. DC power is charging this butt off right there. 14.3. It's cold idle. But let me shut it off, and I want to look under the hood. I saw a couple of things I want to show. Okay, not sure if this turbo has been cleaned. Looks like it might have been. Maybe it's not seated all the way together, but I don't know if if you can, let me turn the regular light on. It tends to light up better. You see that black soot right there along that clamp? This turbo has been apart for sure because the clamp actually goes the other way and goes down there with the nut facing towards my hand. So the clamp's on wrong. Looks like we got exhaust leaking from back there at the downpipe clamp. Exhaust leaking from the turbo. I've had it before where these turbos take it apart and you clean it, and if there's a lot of corrosion on it, you actually will not get the turbo to seal back up because you clean away the actual material that uses to lock in the exhaust. So I don't know if that's what happened there. Maybe they just didn't get it seated back together. We have got some oil leak from the CAC tube. Just gonna show all this because I'm gonna clean it all up. We got this routing right here of this 03 wire. That son of a gun needs to go underneath that turbo drain tube, not right there rubbing up against the CAC clamp. So when the drain tube comes off, that'll have to go underneath it, and then just let everything else, the oil temperature and the oil pressure switch. We got just a couple of little things, you know, that put that back on. But the oil filter cap, we do have that wrong. Have to look at, see if we got any soot on the bottom from the Y pipe. This does have stock EGR cooler in place. Not sure we had a coolant leak issue because coolant level seems to be okay. Who knows, it could be stealth deleted. Let me crawl underneath it and look at the Y pipe. Okay, let me get this foam positioned. See that little black streak right there? Little black streak. Now I don't see a smoking gun, not a bad exhaust leak, but there is that streak right there that shows that it has been escaping from there, but that's, you know, I don't know that we have a boost issue. I'm gonna go ahead and warm it back up and go dry, but I'm just doing a little once around before we actually do take it out. Just make sure I don't have anything absolutely obvious staring in my face. It's messed up. Probably go ahead and throw a new drain plug on it. Looks like it's leaking like a mother. Looks pretty dry. Bell housing is fairly dry. I'm just using the camera to look around here. Okay, underneath doesn't look too bad. Yeah, not too much. I mean, it appears to be stock. Not sure. I'll see if I could check. Run a little test here, and let's see if that is the delete. See if the EGR cooler is blocked off or what. Because I kind of like to know that before I go digging in. Yeah, so what I'm seeing right now is exhaust leaks at the turbo and at the exhaust clamp and the CAC tube. The CAC tube right there is leaking. Change new oil filter. Possibly a couple injectors. I got to go drive it because he wouldn't have brought it here if it didn't have something wrong. I'm going to figure out what's going on under power while we're going down the road. All right, so I got a little temperature, went ahead and ran. The only thing that came up, key on, engine off, is cylinder number 2 glow plug. Okay, here we go. I'm going to run a little boost test here. Let's see what. Got manifold gauge pressure is this number right here. I mean, it's all right. Let's see if it goes. Yeah, it goes to 0. Yeah, let's go ahead and run the actual test. Well, the turbo is leaking. I mean, it's not too bad. I don't know if he was smelling exhaust in the cab or not, but we almost got 2 pounds. So 2.1, you know, I've seen them go anywhere as high as 2.5, but it is cold right now, so it'll probably go up once we warm it up. So I would call that, I mean, turbo's not sticking. It's doing its job. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this out for diag run here. Okay, I'm rolling down the highway right now. Low fuel light, needs a thermostat. It's not horribly bad, but I've been on the interstate for a minute and I'm only getting 183. I don't know if this son of a gun can focus or not. Sounds like we got a lot of air leaking, probably from the cac tube up top and the turbo. But I don't know. We need to find out what all was going on with it. If it was just because it didn't have all the boost it needed. I mean, it was there, but it didn't have all of it. So let me run it some more. We'll be right back. Okay. Oh my God! Come on. Okay, oil cooler's okay. I just let off of it trying to get the focus. But, you know, there's 9 degrees. It's been running about 6 degrees. So it's okay. So that's good. Yeah, there's a lot of air. I know you probably can't see it. But I did hit 23 gauge pressure. 23 pounds of boost. So, you know, it's boosting. I heard a lot of air coming from the front. But it is boosting. I can't really remember. I have to ask Julie. I think this has got to be an intermittent issue. There's got to be something going on with it, because I put about 10 miles on it so far, and everything seems fine, aside from a little bit of a cold start issue. But I mean, not a drastic issue, you know. But I'm gonna keep driving it. I did just see the Fickum drop to 46.5. I gave it a little bit of throttle, and it did drop down to 40. I'll just watch it. Let's just see. It only dropped for 1 second, but yeah. And just because it did drop to 46.5, I mean, there it goes right there. Well, I know that's hard to see, but oh well, going down the freaking highway. Gotta deal with it. There it goes, 46.5. Yeah, I got it. That's still not grounds to take it out. You know, we get down to 45.5, something like that. That's when I start really getting shitty on it. Okay, so I got it back here. That's pretty much. I'm just gonna have to keep driving it. We'll find out what the exact concerns were, because I mean, I just drove it and well, let's go ahead and do an EGR test real quick. We'll go ahead and do that. We got a little bit going on with the EBP. It's showing good, but it's 14.5, map is 13.9, so right on the damn threshold right there of being of. But this one, yeah, I don't know, it's half pound. Okay, from what I'm seeing right here, it's stuck. EGR valve is sticking. It's not opening up all the way. It's not letting it run. So probably what happened, he's probably blowing black smoke, no throttle response, and just running like crap. And then he shut it off, started it back up, and it ran fine. We could throw an EGR valve in this and it'd be fixed. You know, that's, yeah. Have you give us a call. It is sticking though. Look how close it's getting right there. Oh, it barely made it. But it went out of threshold right there. The blue line is where the EGR valve is actually going. The green area there is the threshold of play. This is where it's commanded to go, and this is where it's actually going. The EGR valve is one of the few sensors on the vehicle, on the truck, that will actually monitor what it's doing. Not very many will do that, but this will monitor. It'll command it to move, and it'll measure if it did move. So the test failed, so this right here is faulty EGR valve. So that means change EGR valve. You know, freaking sucks. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and drive it some more and see if I can get it to do it, and watch the actual voltage, the position on it. See if we can't find a smoking gun. But I'm gonna call that good. All right, guys, have a good day. Well, I guess I got the cold start, got the oil cooler is good, boost is okay. We got some leaks up under the front. We got the wrong oil filter, and this EGR issue. So, yeah. All right, guys, have a good day.